Okay, here we're going to do a very quick video of the pivot to ghost ball. What I've lined up here is I have lined up the ghost ball position here. So the red cue sight ball represents the object ball right here. So we're going to set the object ball, and the contact point is on this side. Okay? The blue center line here represents the path to the pocket. The yellow ball represents the ghost ball. Okay, now you can see all the lines, all the blue lines come to the ghost ball. And all of these are cue ball positions. Okay, from straight in shot, as you can see looking back from the 7, straight in to a shallow cut. Okay, all the way over here to more of like a 45-degree cut. Coming back this way to a little bit more of a cut, and then a thin cut to the pocket going this way. Okay, so I know that perspective is hard to see, but I'm going to let Karen hold the camera, and she's going to stand behind the shots as I show you the pivot. Now here's the reason I'm showing you this, because as you can see with each line, the solid ball represents the absolute shot line as given by the ghost ball. Okay? So for the green ball here, you'll see the 6 ball and the 1 ball are lined up. The 5 ball and the 1 ball are lined up. Okay? The 7 and the cue ball here, and the 15 is the dotted line here is the CTE line. Okay? The blue solid line is the ghost ball line. So what I'm going to show you is divergence, convergence, and divergence. Okay? So here, Karen, would you hold that, please? Thank you. Okay, folks. So let's start out with the straight in shot. This is the one where the line, as you can see, go please over to follow me right here, please. Thank you. Get straight in where you can see the 7 straight. Got it? Okay, good. So the 3 ball is the cue ball. The white dotted line here is the CTE line. So again, if I step in, if I put my foot this is for me, if I put my foot just slightly to the, my toe just slightly to the right of the CTE line, and I step in, and I step in here, this one's going to be a little left, a little left of the CTE line. I step in and pivot to center ball, then my cue ends up right on the ghost ball line. Okay, one more time. Step in, lay my cue down so it's at the side, pivot into center, I'm right at the ghost ball line. Alright, now let's move over a ball. Now you can see here, the ghost ball line and the CTE line are just about exactly a ball apart at this point. So here we're about a quarter ball apart, here we're about a ball apart. Alright, with this shallow cut. So again, on the CTE line, okay, I step in, put my foot just about right on it. Alright, this is something you have to work out for yourself. Step in and put my cue down, pointing in this case, in the left edge of the cue ball. Okay, now I pivot to center, and look where my cue ends up. I'm dead center ball, and I'm dead center ghost ball, pointing at the 5. Okay, let's move to the next shot. This is a little bit more of a cut, but now you can see the cut gets, in this shot, the ghost ball line and the CTE line are very close, okay, because this is also closer to a half ball hit, which a half ball hit would be the CTE line and the ghost ball line would be exactly the same. So, again though, it absolutely works. I stand on the CTE line a little bit off, put my cue down, pivot to center, and I'm dead on the ghost ball line. So I'm pointing at the 1 right through to the 6. Okay? So, let's move over. Now we've got a thin cut here. Now, again, standing on the CTE line or a little bit off the CTE line. Okay, I'm not trying to tell you where to stand. Okay? I'm just showing you that what I do works. So, come down, put my cue down right to the edge of the ball, shift over with my body to center ball, and look where I'm pointing. right down the ghost ball line. Okay, now we're going to come over here. I don't want to move this big tube because we're going to cut it. But I'm going to show you, even from here, from back here, okay? The center to edge line is the white line going down, okay? So I put my cue down now. Because I'm using the left side of the ball, I'm going to use the right side of the cue ball to go down it. So I go down there, right? And as I just make a slight pivot to center, I'm dead on the ghost ball. So that's all it is the two lines converge at the cue ball, and as they come out the back of the cue ball, back here, let me have the camera please. So, now we're going to look at it from the shooter's perspective. Okay? From the shooter's perspective here, as the two lines come out the back of the cue ball, you'll notice that they converge here in the center, and then they diverge. They come out the back and they start to diverge. But look at this. Coming all the way back to me, there's not much difference. So as I come over here, with this shot here, you see there's not much difference. Even with the straight in, coming all the way back to me, there's not much difference right at the back of the ball, right here at the back of the ball where these two lines come out. There's not much difference. So it's just a tiny shift right here. Let's go back over to a thin cut shot right here, and you'll notice where the lines come out the back of the ball here. The dotted line is the CTE line. The blue line is the ghost ball line. You'll notice if I put my cue, even if I put my cue dead on this line, I can pivot over to center and look where I'm at. Now I'm dead on the blue line. This is the white line. This is the blue line. White line, blue line. So you can see that from this position right here, even if I just point down, straight down, sorry about that, even if I just point straight down the line on the white line, from this position, it's just a tiny pivot, very tiny movement, which represents center cue ball, and now I'm pointing straight down the ghost ball line. So, the thing about this is that I've marked out the table here, so I can check it, double check everything. But the fact of it is that when you take it to the other half of the table where it's not marked, everything works perfect. As long as you do the same motion every shot and you follow the instructions. So I'm not giving you instructions on CTE. I'm only showing you my opinion on how it works, okay? Because I think it all works pretty much because of a tiny movement right here. Because when the lines exit the back of the ball, the line from the ghost ball and the line from the center to edge line are very, 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 very close right here. Okay? So when you start out with the center to edge line, looking at the shot, okay, this is me looking at the center to edge line. This is me putting my cue down, pointing to the edge of the ball. This is me pivoting to center. Okay? So I pivoted to center. Do you see that? Now, that looks like a big swoop and a big movement of my cue, but actually, the real representation is back at my body, back here, towards my body. That's a very slight movement. Okay? So it's actually a very slight movement, and all that is settling into the shot. And when you settle in at center ball, starting with the CTE line, and then you move to center ball that way I just showed you, 99% of the time you're going to be dead on the ghost ball. All right. Now there's other little instructions for CTE, but essentially this is what works for me, and I have a high success rate with it. Okay. So, and also I really do recommend that if you want to learn a little bit more exact or a lot more exact system, you go to Stan Shuffett's website, which is justcueit.com. And at justcueit.com, you can order his DVD on Pro 1, or you can go get personal lessons. And he's refined it. His Pro 1 is his version of CTE, where he's refined it with another secondary line, which really dials you in to the shot. Okay, but anyway, for me, I just wanted to show you how these lines exit the back of the ball and show you that everything does in fact reconcile to ghost ball. Thank you very much.